welcome back to my channel. Let me talk again with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about two things that I've been paying attention to in this life, in this world of 2024, in this modern life. Before I go on to explain what I've been thinking about, I want us to understand that for life, it's the so-called new era, right? Technology, advancement, and the world is moving very fast, especially now that we're adopting this technology life. And some people like it, and some people think that we're losing a lot of our qualities in life. And I believe we're losing a lot of our qualities and we're losing time. And the reason I'm saying we're losing time is the things that we once used to do for free, we can still do for free. Now we're working for it for no reason. We're working for it to become rich, to redo those in a different way, in a more luxurious way. For example, now people say their dream life is always going to the beach and enjoying themselves, taking a boat ride and enjoying the scenery on the sea, like traveling around the world. Back then we used to do that. Before technology was introduced to us, we used to be free. For this capitalistic world, we used to be free. We used to do whatever we want. If you came from a family of carpenters, you was a carpenter and you knew you have access to all the knowledge your parents or your ancestors had. And you basically naturally surpass them because they give you everything they know and you add yours to it and you become better. So everybody pushes the carpenting business or selling work to the new level. And now we only see that with the rich community, rich people, right? The initial founder dies, their kids take over and take the business to the next level and they keep going. Poor people that are not so rich, they don't have that. They only work basic work. They don't even have time to enjoy themselves. They get cheap food, which is mostly genetic modified food. So basically, safely say that life is at a place where only rich people can enjoy themselves, can enjoy the real life. They get real foods from nature. They enjoy themselves. They have like boats. They can travel around in private jets. But back then, you want to go on the sea and just relax and just enjoy the sceneries, enjoy the peace. You can just do that on your boat or your wooden boat, whatever. You don't have to get the most expensive one. But now people don't even want to do that because they don't want to be the one riding the cheap or broke people's boat while they make $1 billion boat on the sea. But the reason I'm saying this is because we're all seeking experience. And people don't care about the experience no more. They only care about physical things that's around. Then they can open themselves up to feel the feeling, enjoy it. But without all the external things, they don't allow themselves to enjoy it. For example, if let's assume that you're from a village that basically don't have technology and you don't have access to this modern world and you want to go on the sea and enjoy yourself, you can just use your wooden boat. You can just use whatever you have available to you. Relax and enjoy. You feel all the feelings. You enjoy yourself. You like it. You always do it. You say you always do whatever you want to do and you're seeking the feeling, seeking the growth from it, right? When you feel good, you learn something about yourself. But now, we purposefully enslaved ourselves to not even enjoy life, to not even be connected to life itself. Work, and if you feel like having a vacation, you have to actually go there, and they have to allow you to go there. And if you go there, your mind is all on work because you can't just take off that many days. And it's going to affect your monthly paycheck, it's going to affect your check. And you need to pay your bills, you need to do all that. But back then, nobody worried about paying bills. Nobody worried about doing all these things. You still have a family land. You can build your house whenever you're ready. As a man, you can conquer life slowly. But now, it's through money. And the rich people, they're okay because they can still enjoy life. They can still take their boats, go on the sea and enjoy themselves. They can still travel in their private jets. But the poor, they can't. But they're still human, right? And feelings are free. You don't pay for it. And the fact that the poor people just looking at the rich people enjoying themselves, traveling around, do all these fun things that everybody wants to do, they think they have to be rich to do that. But the truth is, you don't. You just gotta open yourself to feel good. You just gotta open yourself to enjoy life, to really live life. But how you gonna live life if you allow these people to take you away from life and give you a digital thing, which is a phone, and you can actually create your life through these apps and social media things. That's what your life is. And for you to know what I'm saying is true, if you're honest with yourself, you can just close your eyes and shut your mind up and just see without this phone and everything this phone is bringing to your life. all the things you created with this phone, just eliminate it and see what's left. Or you can just assume if you're old enough to remember when phones was introduced to us slowly, right? We didn't have access to these apps like Instagram and all these things. You just phone, you just make calls. What was life? What were we doing? What was life? What was we doing? I know I used to be outside playing soccer with my friends, going to the beach a lot of times because I grew up in Africa and it's so easy. You can just walk to the beach. You don't gotta pay nothing. You don't gotta spend money on nothing. You just go and enjoy yourself with your friends. We used to have fun with actual things, with real life. You have a group of friends and everybody used to talk about their stories and people used to create art with their world, sit down and listen and it feels good. Whatever they say, you can just see the image like in your mind, like, it's taking you through a time in their lives. Or they're telling you a fictional story they just made up, but it feels good. We used to do things, we used to connect, we used to be human. But now, this generation, you remove the phone, they don't have a life. Whatever's remained, that's the real life. If you were to die today and you remove all the experiences that you had on your phone, all the knowledge you gained from your phone, whether positive or negative, everything that derives from this phone, you remove it and you're honest with yourself. Whatever you got left, it's the experiences you acquired in this lifetime. And it's not that much for most people because your life is here on your phone. Your life is here on this digital thing they gave you. Everything you learn is on this phone. And not even to mention that all the lessons you learn here, whether it's good or bad, it's a controlled information. It's information that's controlled and allowed by people. Whatever they do, it's allowed by them for you to learn from it, for you to see this, for you to have access to these information. So the whole world have access to the same information. While the real world is right here, and it's abundant of lessons, it's abundant of answers. It's just coming at you to teach you lessons. We don't want it. We just want here. Because here, I trust this device, and whatever comes from this, I trust it, and millions of people already know it. That's what friendship I build on. And it's not real because that friendship came from here. Whether y'all met through the phone or not, it's still from here. Because when y'all meet, all you talk about is, oh, did you see the Olympics? Oh, did you see the new beef that's going on in the rap industry? Did you see this? And you bringing this on to the real life, and it's not making you evolve in no way. You just taking this, put it on the side for a second, and have a conversation about it. But the whole thing is the moral, the trigger is from the phone. So you don't have a life outside. And people don't even tend to care about this. You came in this life to enjoy yourself. You came in this life to learn. You came in this life to grow. You came in this life to become a supreme being. And not God level, but you're supposed to elevate as a human and get better by knowing, by learning from your lessons, by going through hard times, by giving solutions to problems, by just contributing in a way to keep life evolving. People say technology is making life evolve. They're having a cure for some sicknesses. But we had more people living in times where technology didn't exist than people living in the era of technology. People still die till now. People still die of sicknesses. People still die. And that's going to keep going no matter how far technology goes. People is going to die. Whether natural causes, whether sickness, you're going to die. Nothing changes. I believe that everything exists already in this world. Even the new technology that's supposed to come in the future, it exists. You just got to put it together, materialize it in a physical thing, in a physical way for people to see it. Well, everything already exists. But the people that find out, those are the people that's living life. Because it didn't exist, they just took the time to connect with life, to understand, to put two and two together, to be like, oh, boom, this is here now. That's how everybody's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to their life lessons, their life experiences together to bring something out to help humanity. You can do that through technology. But the negative part is technology is taking people away from the real life, from understanding who they are themselves, from knowing their real self, from knowing what they're capable of. Because not only that technology is taking you away from reality, it's also advertising things to you and alter your mind at a young age to pursue a lifestyle or a similar lifestyle, to create a life similar to whatever you see. And you end up being a victim of social media or phones or this digital life. But in reality, if you don't have no influence from the outside world, you live in your life as a human being, as a real human being, and you only creating your life according to what you see, what God allow you to experience, and put two and two together from your experiences and everything you've seen and you learned on your own, create a life with, that's what's unique. That's what's making life go far It's not about getting cars. People used to move around. People still used to move around back then. Camels on horses and donkeys. Yeah, slow, but we're not doing nothing. And we all can agree that cars is polluting the atmosphere or the whatever, the air and all that. And I'm not saying I'm anti cars. I'm just saying you need to understand that the life that you live outside of these platforms and these food creations is the real life. And you're supposed to focus on that the most. And the best way to focus on that is to focus on you. And learn mistakes, learn how you react to certain things and fix it and adjust it to the way you want things according to how you see yourself and how you believe your soul is. You know what I'm saying? You match your programming to what your soul really wants. People don't think about this. And another thing also is I believe the richest people are people who have a developed mind that can bring solutions to a lot of things. Like I was saying, I believe that the difference between the rich people or the successful people in this world, or at least the people that a lot of people look up to. And I'm not just saying that just because they have money, they're rich. I'm talking about the real people that have money, that they understand money, they understand things, they understand life in general. It's because their mind offers them solutions that a regular person mind. And for example, let's assume that you put the whole world in one room. You break down the news of that something going bad or something going good, any news. The great mind or the people that's winning already, their mind will give them solutions that's equivalent to the level they're operating on right now. For example, poorest people, after you tell them that they're going broke, they don't have no money, the first initial thought is, oh, I'm looking for the job. Let me get a job. Let me do this. Let me do that. And wow, I'm going, but nothing's working out for me. Sad. Another person will be like, I can just get this thing and sell it. Another person will be like, I know how to build homes. I can just do that. So everybody go into their own mind to bring up solutions. And the one that goes the furthest probably get the biggest reward. Because it's the simplest way to think, oh, my finances is low, let me get a job. Or let me quit. Let me give up because nothing's going my way. Everybody's suffering and there's no jobs, there's nothing. So what am I gonna do? There's nothing. What I look like as opposed to somebody created a new way. And the richest people in our society are the people that create the new way because their mind offer them a clear vision of what they can do in this society, in this scenario, or in this circumstance, right? While everything is going bad, or while everything is going good, their mind always offer them something, the next thing to go on, and the furthest you can go, the furthest you can ride with your mind to give you solutions. It's the richest or wisest or more influential you can be. So I don't believe that somebody is richer than you because they're more hardworking than you. It could be the case sometimes, but majority of the time, I think it's because their mind is developed and they come up with solutions that your mind is not able to bring for you. So this person, their mind can offer them solutions to a lot of things, and your mind is only able to give you the most basic solution. So I believe that's the difference between the rich and the poor. And when that happens, we tend to worship them because they think it's impossible to get on that level. And this topic makes me excited because I believe that the way everybody's going by trying to get rich, it's possible, but you can also be rich. Focusing on yourself and focusing on your mind to provide you solutions that other people's minds can provide. And you only do that by elevating, by actually living the real life that I'm talking about outside of your home and experience things and learn from them. And you see that your mind is always giving you solutions, always giving you way out of things. The best way you can know this is the people that escape from prison. Everybody thinks that prison is a place nobody can escape. There's police with guns, there's security with guns around, and the walls are high with metal fences that can cut you with electricity. But people still escape. Why? Because they can outthink or they can just ride thought of trying to escape at a level where they can bypass all the securities and escape. They may get caught after they escape, but they still didn't. I want you to implement that in everything you do. Try to become the one that focuses on expanding your mind capacity, bring you solutions that other people cannot bring. And I'm not saying you should be bragging around, oh, my mind is so powerful, it can give me solutions that you can't. But it's just like, in case I'm in a situation where I have to use my mind at a high level, I already know what my mind is capable of. So I can be comfortable and all types of situations. And my personal belief is the person is richer than me is because his mind offered him a solution my mind couldn't offer me. And he took that opportunity to implement it and became better. The result is why he's rich. It's not because he worked every day harder than me. Maybe he may be disciplined more than me. That's because his mind is also strong enough to be disciplined. And mine is not. So you got more because you trust your mind and you believe whatever your mind, the solution your mind is giving you is the best, and you trust it and you went on with it, and you actually created this good life, as opposed to somebody that say there's nothing for me. This is it. This is the only thing. So I might as well do it. And you don't even push it. You don't even push your mind to give you yeah, a better solution. You don't even try it. As soon as you feel like you tapped out, you're done. Like, okay, this is it. I don't even focus on it. Like sometimes it pisses me off when I see people do that. And I used to be one of those. I just started focusing on my life. And I believe last year I just started focusing on my life because a lot of things happened and they led me to understanding the life I was living was not really my life. I had to create my own life. And it's easy to spot that that's the difference between people that's winning or the people out of the position I want to be in. That's the difference between my being in this position and being in the position that I want to be in. It's because my mind is not giving me solutions that's gonna lead me to where I want to be. And that's the problem with a lot of people. And I feel bad because I can already naturally see that most people probably wouldn't even get to the level where their mind is gonna give them solutions that they need to live the life they want because they don't even push their mind for the littlest thing, for the smallest thing. They just let everything happen and not care about. They don't believe that they're capable of getting there because they didn't have a school degree. They didn't have that. They eliminate themselves already. And one more thing I can talk about here to make that picture clear for you is every niche you in, for you to be the best at it, your mind have to give you a solution or a roadmap to become at the top. And this is not the tricky part. The tricky part is the other competition also is pushing their mind to get to a level where they can be. So if I want to be a motivational speaker, or I want to be somebody that influences people to do good and become a better version of themselves, if there's a million people doing that, then my mind have to be able to give me a roadmap or a solution to get me at the top more than the other my competition mind can give them. So it's not who work harder. It's not who worked the hardest. It's not who's the smartest. It's not who has the best qualifications. It's about who mind is developed enough to give him a roadmap to get to the top more than the other persons. Because I'm trying. And I can only try as much as my mind can show me, okay, this is worth trying for. And then I try. I feel convinced. I believe. I trust my mind and I do it. And then if it works, then I go to the next one. And I ask my mind again, what's the next thing I can do right now? The other person is also doing his, but competition is my mind against his mind. It's not my hard work against his hard work. Even though that's true, but that's the smallest scale. The hard work is the smallest scale. The most important one is the mind. That's why I focus on my mind and my personality and my character more than anything because I believe that I create the life. I don't focus on the creation more than I focus on the creator. So if I'm the one that's creating this business, I gotta put the blueprint. I gotta have steps how to get there. I created this step. And now the hard work comes after I do that. I'm working hard to accomplish what I said I was gonna accomplish. So that's the last result. That's the last result. The hard work is the final step of what my mind already done for me. And the reason all these people is ahead of me or ahead of us or ahead of you is because their mind is giving them more solutions that your mind can give you. But you're mad at your other people. They're not helping me. They're closing doors on me. They're not opening doors on me. If your mind gave you that solution, you don't need nobody. You can do it on a budget and they're going to see the talent. They know, how can he do that? How can he do that from nothing? How? I've been here. I have access to all these rich people. I have access to all these connections. But I couldn't make it. It's because his mind did it. You can't do it. Other people can't live your life for you. Can't create your life for you. They can create their life and put you in there. But as it creates all of your life, so I have to work with my mind to get to a level where I can get anything done. I believe that's the difference between me and the person I want to become. So maybe my mind is not ready. It's not at a level where it can offer me the solutions, the blueprints of how to get to where I want to get to yet. but I'm gonna ride with it till I die because this is all I got and that's what I trust. Because if I don't have this, I'm only reacting to other people's blueprints that their mind gave them. And they tell me do that and I do it. I disregard mine. They didn't disregard theirs. They trusted theirs and they got whatever they got. And I'm working for them to help them get whatever they want. Wow, I can just push my mind up, mind gym. I can just go work it out and push it to a level that nobody ever got to. If I spit my solutions, the realest people that actually understand what I'm talking about, they can see you from a mile away and be like, wow, I've been thinking I'm doing the same thing you're doing. I might be on top of you right now, but this little kid that's coming up right now, I can see him being in my spot one day. So most of the time, those are the people that sign you. Those are the people that want to be your mentors. And a lot of them don't have good intentions because they know your mind is so powerful that you bring a solution that their mind probably can't. So they want to use your mind to elevate them while you not really elevating, but they're probably going to take the credit for it. So just trust yourself and trust your mind or your whatever you call it, whatever is feeding you with information, trust it. I'm not saying negative things. You all have a side of us that pushes us to do negative. But I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Whenever you decide to start a business, the side of you that tell you you can do it like this is the best way to do it, follow it.